All right, guys.
Hello.
Welcome back. Wednesday Night Standard. We have Jake Valentine against Doug Wayman. I don't know why there's a dramatic pause. Apparently, Matt's mom is here.
What? Oh, yeah.
It is currently behind our booth.
Cool. Yeah.
We were told by Just Blackburn.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Doug is still playing Mono Red, and Jake is playing Sultai, right?
Is he on Sultai? I don't know what he's on.
Jake's pretty.
Last I knew, he was on Blue Black.
Oh, Blue Black.
But I don't know.
He's doing either one of those.
Deal with your mother.
Right, well, I'm gonna
be nice.
I'm gonna head out.
She's here. She brought you food. Like all great moms. Yeah, it looks like he's still on Blue Black control.
Alright, sorry.
I don't think any other deck plays Submerged Boneyard.
Yeah, no, he's on Blue Black. I know he was doing Sultai Energy for a little bit. Alright,
yeah,
Doug with the Colorless Lantern one.
I mean, he's got the mountains. He just didn't need to have the mana. But yeah, I think this matchup is actually unpopular opinion time. I actually think this is favored for Blue Black.
Yeah, that's pretty unpopular opinion. You're right.
Yeah, unless Jake is not on the 4 Moment of Craving version, which I would be playing right now if I was playing this deck.
So if he does, I think he does have those probably. I would imagine he does. Yeah, he has them.
Good.
So yeah, Jake should win this one.
I mean, it's not like absurdly favored, but I would definitely feel more comfortable being on the blue-black side.
I mean, even just getting one of those is still really good. He's he's removed the Crasher and prevented.
He traded 2 mana for 3 mana and gained 2 life. But you still need to have a way to close out the game fairly quickly. Ooh, Invigorated Rampage, get you for 6 if it doesn't die. So he's going to cycle the Hieroglyphic Illumination response. Gear Hulk isn't a 2 mana spell. We take 6, we go to 11.
That's pretty fast.
I don't know, I'm still fine with that if I'm Jake.
Yeah.
Doug, I believe, has a Hazoret in hand, and that's just going to get Acid Scattered here.
He's not going to cast it here.
Oh, it looks like he has 2 Hazorets in his hand.
Maybe he will then. He has 4 cards in
hand. So we go to 9.
Hazoret wouldn't be able to. Yeah, he is doing it.
So yeah, here we have Hazoret. Jake also has Veracity Contempt, so yeah, it looks like he's do that instead. It's a little more mana efficient play. Like that a little bit more.
A little life to give him more.
Give him some buffer.
Yep, give him some room.
So yeah, Jake also has the 6th land in his hand with 2 Gear Hulks, so this is gonna go well for him. And this is why I like for the blue-black side. He isn't dead, obviously. He's dealing with all of Doug's threats, and now he just gets to play these 5/6s that deal with threats and kill Doug.
Yeah, so the moment blue-black gets to cast its Turnstone Gear Hulks, I think Mono Red just loses.
Yeah, now Doug does have an Abrade in his hand, but 1 Abrade does not beat 2 Gear Hulks.
Or just cycling Vraska's Contempts.
Yeah. So looks like we're going to see On-Crop Crasher here. I expect that to be Gear Hulk Acid Scattered.
He might be
looks like he's going to Gear Hulk
Vraska's Contempt.
The On-Crop Crasher. No, you Moment of...
No, the other one, but okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking we save that so then
I mean, he doesn't care about the
eternalize, but
he doesn't care about the 4/4, but that's gonna get abraded.
It's just good value.
He can still do that next turn with the other Gear Hulk.
Oh, he has 2.
Yeah, he had 2 Gear Hulks.
All right, never mind. Yes,
but that's
fine.
all he has. Honestly,
if Jake should be at like 13 right now.
He's around 8.
Okay,
if I was Jake, I would probably cast Hieroglyphic Illumination with my Gear Hulk here. You get the block in, and you just need more. You need a little more action.
Okay, he is at 8.
So we're Field of Ruining the Desert.
That seems. Oh, Doug's not gonna search, or
Doug has to search.
Yeah, he has to shuffle at least.
I wish.
So
yeah, he has it.
Untapped.
It's untapped.
Let's see, Jake can't afford to play it slow. He's got the Gear Hulk. He's still fine. Doug's pretty flooded out. We don't have Ramen Up Ruins to worry about anymore from Doug's side. And Jake also has another Field of Ruin in case something weird happens with like Path of Metal or something. I don't know. Ooh, Glimmer of Genius. This game's over. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, double Gear Hulk, I think it was over, and Doug having 6 lands.
Yeah, so basically if Doug found another, yeah.
Scattered, no Hazarets. Yeah.
He had 2 Hazarets.
Well, yeah, but they were poofed. No Hazaret for Doug.
It's true. And then we have the other Gear Hulk into probably Verastic Attempts. Kill that, eat that, go to 10. And now we get to start beating in for 5. Everyone loves beating in for 5. And we get to cast Glimmer of Genius.
2 Glimmer of Genius. Because he has the mana for it.
Yeah.
He has like 9 mana right
What
now?
I would like to see Jake find is a copy of Disallow.
Yeah, he has 9 mana.
Because Disallow just stops this.
Kenra.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to do this now in case he draws a copy of the Scarab God, which I like. It's a good play from Jake.
Yeah, there's no reason to just do some end-step shenanigans when you have this.
Glimmer and Moment of Craving. I think we want the Moment.
really
I don't think we
cards.
want the 3rd Glimmer.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So we draw Moment, and we draw Commit to Memory. Why didn't we not attack with the Gear Hulk?
Because they're blocking the Kenra, even though
We can commit the Kenra. We can commit the token. I want to end this game as soon as possible.
Jake doesn't. Doug has a card in hand. What if it's a hasty dude?
So, we're not going to die.
I completely agree with you. You should be attacking here, but...
Whenever you're a control deck,
He's also at a lot of life.
Is it 8?
Against mono red.
That's not a lot.
Is he at 8? Is he at 10? Did he gain off the Verastic Attempts?
Maybe check. We'll check with our streets. Either way,
there's a lot of life gain and damage here, so
we need to make sure that we don't die, and the quickest way to not lose the game is to kill our opponent.
Especially when it's a 4-turn clock.
Right, so he is at 8. We have confirmed.
Okay.
We get the Kenra back.
So looks like
It can't block. Sure.
but like Doug can't even attack here.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
Gear
So
Hulk.
what's the point? And now we just cast another Glimmer?
Yep.
But I don't know. When you're playing a control deck, you need to know when you've turned the corner.
Enough to win the game.
Yeah. And Jake has turned the corner here. And as soon as you turn the corner, you want to kill your opponent so they never have an opportunity to catch back up.
Yep. He's just giving Doug more time to draw and Lightning Strike.
I mean, Doug already has a Lightning Strike in his hand.
Yeah, he's 2 more.
So we could commit this token
He
because
does
it's a
have
token.
counters now. No.
He also, and so well,
Let's
attack.
cast a spell and
Jake,
attack.
attack
Cast
him.
Spell, attack.
Thank
Alright,
you.
We're doing it.
We need to win the game somehow, and
Doug's just gonna take it. It's
yeah, oh, yeah, God, no.
guaranteed 5 damage.
yeah.
No reason not to get that in.
Looks like Doug's hand is Lightning Strike Soulscar Mage.
Yeah, so basically, Jake just gave Doug an extra turn by not attacking last turn.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't like the double Moment of Craving here. I would rather just commit the token, because it's a token. It goes away.
I completely agree. Save those commits for other threats.
I mean, yeah, we go to 12, which I guess is nice, and commit can be like a pseudo counter spell.
Yeah, that's fun, but it's not good. Like, we could commit that.
We could have gotten rid of this thing.
We could have gotten rid of both of those things.
And
for
also
the same amount of mana and saved a card.
Yeah. Also, now what we're going to see is we might see a Lightning Strike on the Gear Hulk, putting 3 counters on it. It's going to get countered, but we're going to see Ifnir Deadlands here activated to put 2 -1/-1 counters on the Soulscar Mage. Did you know Soulscar Mage is a wizard?
Yes, it is, and it's going in that wizard deck that we made. Which I forgot to bring the list here so we could talk about it. Unfortunate. I'll bring it next round.
Okay, I'll remind you.
All right, thank you. That was a pretty sweet list.
Yeah, another Mountain's not going to do it for Doug here, and this is pretty much game. There's no sequence of cards that kill Jake's from 12 life.
Go ahead.
And Jake's just going to beat him down with Gear Hulk. But he could be killing him this turn instead of next turn if he'd attack that one turn.
I mean, that's pretty big, too.
Yeah,
like, if
one turn is an eternity in
Think about it this
Gathering.
way. If Jake didn't gain any life, if Doug hypothetically could have had, like, 9 damage here.
Oh, you counter this if you're Jake. You 100% counter this.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would commit it, probably, unless...
I was just... There's no reason to commit it. I mean, it doesn't actually matter which spell you use.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it. Doug's dead.
I don't know. Jake might not attack again. Right.
But yeah, that's honestly the biggest thing. If you guys want to start playing blue-black control in this format, Jeskai control, blue-white control in Modern. You need to know when you've turned the corner, and you need to realize, okay, I'm okay to attack here. Now that I've gotten ahead on cards, now that I'm ahead on board, now I can start attacking them. The biggest part of learning how to play Jeskai 2, but mainly blue-white control in Modern, is know when to start activating Colonnade.
Yep.
A lot of times, if my hand's like double path, mana leak, cryptic command, and my opponent has like maybe 1 or 2 cards in hand, I'll just attack with Colonnade. I don't care. Like, they can't resolve anything that's going to stop me, and I want to get that damage in. Getting chip damage in as a control deck when you can is huge.
Like, a lot of players who play blue-white control, I see this a lot. They never swing with the Colonnades, even if your opponent has like 1 card in hand. There's like, well, I gotta keep my mana tap, right? I'm playing control.
Yeah, unless
like,
you know they're like a, unless they're like a Valakut deck.
Yeah,
like where they play Scapeshift and you die, or like Ad Nauseam, or just like some combo deck that'll kill you off like 1 card. Storm's not gonna kill you off 1 or 2 cards.
But it's still one of those things that just goes off in the turn. But like, yeah. Knowing when to start finishing the game as a control player is huge.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I really like blue-white control right now is Gideon of the Trials.
Agreed.
It is a 3-mana card that just you play it on turn 3, and then you can untap with counter magic. You cost no mana and still hit them for 4 every turn.
Yep.
Jace the Mind Sculptor is another good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a big mistake by not playing blue-white control.
Gideon's also really good against Jace. If you play a turn 3, a turn 4 Jace from your opponent feels real bad.
Yeah, then it doesn't do anything. It dies. It's a 4-mana Brainstorm and or Fate Seal.
Yep.
Same thing with Geist of Satraft.
Yeah. Not
something I play in blue-white control, but
I agree.
Still a very good card right now.
But if you're playing a more tempo version of blue-white and Modern, then I just...
Yeah, I played against, I've actually started playing Storm recently, and I was playing, I played a league with Storm on, online today, and I played against 2 versions of blue-white control. Played against one that was traditional blue-white control, Gideon, Jace, all that stuff, and I got manhandled. Like, game 1, I won on turn 3.
Right.
Game 2 and 3, he just had Rest in Peace, plus interaction, plus ways to kill me.
Yeah, out of the sideboard,
that's all he needed.
Combo decks just get harder in general.
And then I also played against a very more tempo focused, like 4 remands, Restoration Angel version of the deck.
Restoration Angel?
Yeah, and I annihilated him.
Yeah, interesting. I'm assuming they were playing Geist and all that.
I never saw Geist. I only saw Snapcaster Mage. He got me down to 1.
Okay.
And then I like grape shot his board away, emptied the warrens for like 15, and then he played a Restoration Angel, and then I had my sideboard copy of Wipe Away. You know what that card does.
Let me think on this one.
1 blue, instant. Bounce something with split second.
Making some progress.
I was thinking of Swerve for whatever reason. I was like, wait a second, this isn't right.
So Doug now has the Terminal Bowmat Courier. It's really good. We're on a Lightning Strike or opponent's face. Aggressive. I see why. He's got Hazoret in his hand.
Yep, we just went empty that hand super fast.
Ooh, and this is awkward. Doug wants to be able to sacrifice this, but he can't because he doesn't want to discard the Hazoret.
Yeah, he has Hazoret next turn. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to attack with it because he has 3 cards, but now 4. But we have Chandra instead.
Ooh, I would play. I'd probably
Jake doesn't have double blue mana. We're casting it. No double blue.
I would play Chandra here.
No
Yeah.
worries. Chandra.
But is the negate? Ooh.
Oh, I forgot about negate.
Ooh,
Gosh.
like Jake reached for his Estus Scatter and then saw it with Chandra, and he's like, "Oh, getcha." Yeah, let's use a big die.
Yeah.
Let's use a big die here.
Yeah. So negate was Jake's only option there. And negate against mono red. How do you feel about that?
So whenever I play blue-black control, it's something that's like always on the top of my mind. It's like something that I might bring in and always think about it should bring in. I normally don't.
I would agree. It's just, it's tempting, but it's not good enough, in my opinion. You'd rather just have disallow or something like that in your main.
Well, honestly, there's times I trim a disallow for a negate. Sometimes, like, especially when you're on the draw like this, just having the negate
Yeah,
for the.
I would agree. Being on the draw, I would rather have one negate over a disallow. But on the play, for sure, disallow.
Now, does Jake have double black? I think the answer to that question is no.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
So
it.
he cannot play Veracity attempt to answer this Chandra. Here we're gonna see
Or
probably.
the Hazaret.
Well, the Hazaret's got S to scatter for.
Right, right.
So I expect here we're gonna see. My guess would be Rekindling Phoenix from Doug. That's gonna get countered most likely.
That's good. Bait out the first spell. Good. Thank you,
Arlie
Arlie
Sanchez. Thank you very much for the follow. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I forgot to mention this. So I don't know if you were watching yesterday or like previously, but our stream labels were a little not working well, but they are all fixed now. So if you sub, follow, subscribe, it should pop up nice and well.
Awesome. It's always nice to have this working. Do we have another counter spell? We do. So now all we need to do is answer the Chandra from Jake, and all we need is double black. There we go. Right on time. If that Chandra had ultimated, it would have been a sad day at Valentine High.
Valentine High.
Like, I guess it's bad day at Ridgemont High, or whatever that old movie is.
I'm not old enough for that movie.
No. If anyone's watching, I just want to endorse the movie Ready Player One. Definitely sponsored by that. No, we're not, but very good movie, especially if you're like me and have a weird thing for 80s references.
Something to clear this.
But if you've read the book, go in there with the book wiped away from your mind. It's not like the book at all. It's a very good movie, but you cannot think of it like the book. So that's my movie trivia for the day.
We had a lot of movie trivia yesterday. I'm not sure if anyone watched the stream yesterday, but
What was all the movie trivia?
it was mostly it was actually strictly bad movies.
Okay.
Bad movies and horror films.
See, I don't enjoy either of those things. I like good movies and not horror flip films. Also, if you go see Ready Player One, I recommend watching The Shining beforehand, speaking of horror movies. Have you seen The Shining?
I have not.
You should go see that. You should go watch The Shining. It's like one of the classic horror movies. Was that a Kenra or was that a Chandra that Doug just drew? Looks like a Kenra.
It's a McEnroe.
I believe that's going to die.
Probably.
I think there's 3 ways that could die in Jake's hand.
Which one does he want?
I would push it. I mean, it does get to crew the Aether Sphere Harvester, so Jake also has to think about that. He is at 8. Now he goes to 5. Doug has 1 card in hand, which I believe is a mountain.
Yep, I like pushing it, and he's also gonna contempt the Harvester. I
Yeah,
think that.
I think you have to because of what a low life total you're at. You get to untap with Gear Hulk,
That is
so anything Doug, but I don't like taking the 3 damage before that. 3 damage is a lot of damage against Mono Red, especially when you go from 8 to 5.
There's actually no reason for him to just take the damage.
I mean, so the reason is if Doug's last card is something like Chandra or Hazaret or Rekindling Phoenix, you want to be able to kill that.
Right. Okay.
But I feel like if Doug had those, he would have played them.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I don't like the taking it.
Yeah, 3
but
damage is a lot of damage when it comes down to these final turns.
yeah, you could convince me somehow. And Jake just found another copy of Veracity Contempt to go along with his Gear Hulk.
Super good. And Doug found another land.
Get the Kenra back.
Yeah, I'm gonna push the Kenra.
And I believe Jake should be at 7.
Good.
Wait, what was that? I mean, another push.
Yeah.
Gifted Aetherborn. I'm more of a fan of Contraband Kingpin.
Oh, we had a braid.
Yeah, he's had that at Braid for like 2
Kingpin's a
turns.
1/4, right?
Yeah, Kingpin wouldn't die here.
Wouldn't have died.
And plus, we played his Gear Hulk, would have gotten to Scry. Are we really going to use our Gear Hulk to disallow this? That's aggressive.
It is, but it does mean he's gonna get him for 7 next turn, assuming Doug doesn't have anything.
Yeah, but
You got it.
I don't know. I think we just let the Gifted Aetherborn die, and then we can...
Let's attack that boom at.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, then we block, then we sacrifice it.
You got it.
What do I get?
What do they get?
Here.
What's he gonna get? I didn't see it, did you?
I did not. Honestly, to me, it looked like a onslaught polluted delta, but
It's a shock.
so it was a shock. Okay.
Combat.
Yep.
So we attack for 7. Jake goes up to 9. Doug goes to 16.
Yep, and that life gain for Jake's pretty much going to put him out of range.
Yeah, especially with Jake's hand. I believe Jake had 2 copies of Golden Demise in his hand. Maybe it's just 1.
I see at least 1. No, it is 2. It is 2.
It is 2. Okay, so we have Rascadept here for this. Clean that up.
He hasn't, yeah. But I mean, Golden
Go to
Demise is a
11.
really good card against mono red, but he just had every other.
Yeah, he had every
spell.
move, so that's another Gear Hulk. So that actually just ends this
Yeah,
game.
Jake's just had flawless.
So, though, actually,
answers.
that one turn, if he did not draw Black Source, Chandra would have ultimated. So we had a timely draw for
that is
round Catacombs.
What is mono red?
And I don't think he had the disallow, so that would have killed him.
Yeah, it was really close one.
Yeah, Doug has flooded out this game a little bit.
Both games, yeah. You're a lot of cards. Or a lot of lands.
Shock.
Shock you. You're at 11.
Got him.
Hey, guess what, Doug? You're dead.
Not yet, he ain't. He has a.
Oh my
turn.
god. He has no cards in hand, Jake. Literally just draw 2 cards.
And Jake needs to find a real way. A real answer.
No, another Gear Hulk.
Alright.
But yeah,
That's gonna
that
be-
was actually just a perfect demonstration of why I think Blue-Black Control is favored in this
It
matchup.
actually was, yeah.
You just have a ton of removal. A lot of your removal gains life. And then once you get to a point where you get to turn the game, where you get to like have all of these things like torrential Gear Hulks, where you get to have these things like Frasca Attempts, even Gifted Aetherborn.
Yep. Guys, welcome to the booth.
Welcome to the booth. It's us.
The names are flipped, but
It's
yeah.
true. I'm Patrick.
I'm Matt.
He's Matt. Yeah, so Torrential Gear Hulk just closed out the game so fast.
Really good.
When
Well, the Aetherborn just gained the life.
yeah, I still like Contraband Kickpit a little bit better,
Yeah, I
but
agree there.
once we would go to whatever set we're going to in the fall, and Kaladesh block rotates out,
I'll
blue
let you
control
figure
decks are
that
going to lose a lot.
Yeah, the blue.
And it's gonna
just
be,
control in general is losing a ton, but I'm excited for that.
No, not hopefully Kamigawa. Justin, stop talking.
I don't know.
But yeah, I am going to head out there real quick, and I'm going to see if we can get another feature match.
Probably should. There was like 30 minutes left.
Yeah,
on the clock.
Matt is going to help you guys out. Just
Oh,
talk
am I
about
staying
Dominaria
here?
cards here. Yeah,
I
you
am?
can here.
We don't want. All right. All right. Hold on. Let me scoot over to the chat. You see Patrick. He's the chat. I don't get to see you guys, but all right. Let's see. Do we have any requests for Dominaria stuff for us to talk about right now, or? I don't know if you guys have looked at the spoilers, but we talked about Wizards a little bit. Reanimation, the combo deck with the, I forget the white-black sorcery name, the legendary one, but that deck actually looks pretty sweet. Yeah, turn 6 combo, I guess. You can actually probably win turn 6 with that deck. So that's pretty cool. Also, a lot of sweet new control spells. Like, we got lots of new removal and whatnot. So I don't know if you guys are interested in those. We talked about the black legendary removal spell, or non-legendary removal spell, my apologies. Don't think that one's good, but besides that, there was a lot of sweet cards in Dominaria right now. One thing I was curious about, what do you guys like for Modern right now in Dominaria? I know personally, really good cyber stuff with Dampening Sphere, and then the only card that I liked for like in a main deck, maybe a one of Karn and Affinity. It seems super spicy, possibly horrible, but it could be fun. I'd like it. I'm not sure if we have any modern players. This is technically a standard night right now, so I don't know if any modern players are watching right now, but oh, both Matthew and me. I like it. Let's see. All right, so our stream runner thinks that it's better than Karn is better than Hazoret. I've never seen Affinity play Hazoret before. All right, Patrick's back.
Yes.
Patrick, have you seen an Affinity deck play Hazoret before?
I have.
You
Yes,
have? Okay.
yes. Happened at the Pro
And-
Tour.
Okay, yeah.
Unfortunately, right now, all of our matches are mid-game,
Okay,
so
so
we can't pull anything out.
we'll just go to the outro then, and we'll be back.
Yep, shouldn't be too long.
Not too long, but do you think Karn's better than Hazoret, though?
Do I think Karn, like the new Karn?
Yeah.
In Affinity?
Yeah.
No.
No? But
I think Karn is way too slow
minus.
for Affinity.
We just make an XX.
okay.
Sounds so much fun.
I'd rather just first of all, I don't know if Hazoret really belongs in Affinity.
I don't think it does, but
I don't know. To get me to play a 4-drop in Affinity
is rough.
Yeah, you need to do a lot.
Karn's pretty cool.
I'd rather just like play a cranial plating and kill my opponent.
Well, you can do both of those. But you also get a Karn.
I'm not playing Karn in Affinity. It's a little, it's way too slow.
Patrick, what do you feel about Modern for Dominaria?
Other than dampening Sphere, I haven't really seen anything else.
The green sorcery that's the sword target artifact or enchantment, put a land from your hand into the play. I like that one a lot.
What does that go in?
Escape Shift.
Like Titan Shift?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we get a ramp
spell.
It's like an Explorer, so instead of needing to draw into our removal, we just have it. And we also get the additional
play what, like, artifact destruction spell do you play in Titan Shift right now?
Reclamation Sage. A lot of us are playing Oblivion Stone now on the sideboard, just because you're not really, unlike Ponza, where like you're trying to like remove things and you're also playing like a lot of enchantments and stuff. Titan Shift is just like strictly combo. Like you're just not actually impacting the board at all. So it's really good to be able to clear your opponent's board and then not have to worry about yours.
Yeah, I'm not
a
huge fan of the card. I think Reclamation Sage is better because you get to search it out with whatchamacallit?
Summoner's Pact. It's
Summer's
only
Pact.
one Oblivion Stone right now, but I've seen some lists play a little more.
Yeah, Oblivion Stone seems fine. I don't think you want the...
I only play one, and it's just against a couple of decks that I sided in. But for the most part, I'm a huge fan of Anger of the Gods.
Yeah, I mean,
Shift.
That's also partially how you beat Dredge.
Yeah.
You just need Anger of the Gods.
Yep.
Yeah, other than Dampening Sphere, I don't really see anything else.
So good.
It's fine.
It's so good.
So against Tron, it's basically a faster Blood Moon.
Yeah, a turn faster, and you don't need to worry about the mana, but it goes in every deck now. Like
yeah.
In the sideboard.
Like, it's a good card. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely a card that if you want a card that hates on Storm, hates on Tron, hates incidentally on things like Control, I don't think you should be bringing it in against Control.
What? How does it hate against
So like
Control?
Snapcaster Mage.
Okay, snaps. Okay.
Casting multiple spells in a turn.
It's not that bad, but
incidental hate against Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah.
Like if you play Bloodbraid Elf on 4, you can't cast the spell.
You're just slowing them down a
Cascade.
turn, though. They're just gonna do it on 5, but.
Yeah, but you just play. You've also wasted your turn 2 playing this card.
Yeah. So I think it only comes in against Tron and Storm, but.
Yeah, I would bring it in against Ad Nauseam probably. You need a little more mana to go off.
Actually, yeah, Ad Nauseam is pretty good too. I forgot about that.
Bring to Light Scape Shift.
Yeah, there's a lot of combo decks out there that
even against like Storm, like bringing this in against Storm, it's nothing different than bringing in something like Rule of Law, Thalia.
Yeah.
Eidolon of Rhetoric.
Yeah, it's just another one of those for
just
2.
like
this one's an artifact and it can't die to creature removal, which is nice.
Yeah. And step before they turn to go off, they'll like repeal it, wipe away.
Yep.
It doesn't really change that much. Like, the thing I like about it as a sideboard card is that it's a card you could bring in against Tron and Storm.
Yeah, that's the main reason why I like
it consolidates
just,
sideboard space.
Yeah, exactly. And that's pretty big right now. Because Modern's such a wide meta where you want to have so many different sideboard cards, in my opinion. So it's really nice being able to take up like 2 slots to fill up, or 2 to 3 slots, you know, for the Sphere. Yeah. Instead of having to play like 6 spots if you're intending to bring in sideboard cards against Tron and Storm. So that's actually really cool.
Well, I think that's going to be it for this round, guys. We should be back in not too much longer. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right. We'll see you guys then.